Hey, what up? How's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw a skull, but we're going to start it from one point and then go outward, okay? It's going to be a little bit different in the process this time. And this is usually how I sketch on my own after been drawing for a while. So this is kind of intermediate. I'm just going to give you that warning. Otherwise, like I said, stick around if you enjoy this, and that's it. I'm going to be using this, a Pigma Graphic 1. Basically, it comes in the pack with all the Pigma Microns, and I'll be using regular printing paper. So that's pretty much it. We can get started over here. So I'm going to start from one point on this skull and then go outward. So let's get started. I'll tell you, you can do this on anything, but I'm going to tell you my thought process as I do this. So I'm going to go right here, and what I'm going to do is I like kind of being a little sketchy with this, and like my lines are kind of like they're kind of like sketchy. I don't know what else to say it. So I'm gonna go into the eye socket here, and the eye socket's gonna be aiming left. This skull. Draw a couple of lines here, and those are really more to show off the form of everything, what's going on. So there's certain like cross hatching essentially, right? You're just kind of throwing them in there for style, but also showing the surface of it. I'm gonna go over here in the eye, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not totally fill this in, but I'm gonna throw like those hatch marks, and then this is literally cross hatching right there, almost like a net, right? Like a mesh netting. Gonna go over here to the front, down. This is really the nasal cavity. A little bump usually over here, out, pulling in, up here, and that's the front of the forehead. Curve. Anyways, the reason I did this, I wanted to give you like a different approach to drawing a skull. Like, I know the channel's all about skulls and tattoo-esque art, but I wanted to give you a different method to doing it. So, and see how I do this. I'm kind of like sketching it in. Like that can be a bad habit. That's something you have to worry about if you're newish. Is you can create a habit like this and just be messy the whole time, and it won't. It might not look right. It might just look messy. But if you're more advanced, try to loosen up like this. Just kind of like let your line kind of, I don't know, let your instinct kind of carry you a little bit more. Um, but yeah, obviously, usually the way I teach it is to keep it clean, like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but like I said, this is just another way to do that. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like my different approaches, and I'm going around to teaching art, if you like the art on here and you want to, stick around, I'm going to be posting maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification. When you subscribe and click the bell notification, it's going to actually help the algorithm here. And it'll also show you when I post, which is not on a total schedule right now, but I'd like to post a lot more on this channel. Um, and you will learn a lot. If you go through the description, there's a lot of tools there for you to become a better artist. There are my full programs on there. Like I have entire programs on anatomy, and I go through it individually. Like I go through the arms separately, like that has this whole course. Then the chest, entire course. What else? Well, the chest and back, so the torso. The legs have their own course. Hands, that's the most popular course on there. The hand drawing course. If you have issues with that, I go into it really hardcore. That's all on Skillshare. So the way Skillshare, sorry about that. I know this is kind of a big old ad, but the way I want to explain what Skillshare is because people freak out about it. Skillshare is basically like YouTube, except you have to pay monthly, right? And they're more about quality control. On YouTube, it can be more entertainment, and on Skillshare, it's like if they're like, oh, this is a bad course, they'll just boom, completely delete it. And they've deleted a couple of mine way in the past when I started, and I learned fast. It has to be, like quality stuff. So that's what I love about the site. And if you sign up through the link that I have in the description, it's going to give you a month free, and you can see literally everything on there, everything I own. I own everything I made. Anyways, let's get back into this. Sorry about that. Sorry about for that little ad. But go check that out if you are looking to like literally level up your skill. They're all beginner, by the way, courses. They're not all like advancedy. So see how I'm scratching this in there, and it gives it a different kind of look. That's kind of what I'm after, is giving it like this a little bit. It's, if it was completely a bold line, it would look different, like mood wise. But this is sometimes usually how I sketch on my own in my own sketchbook. And here, gonna put in those teeth, kind of focusing on one area, and it's really therapeutic because it's very noodly. I'm very just kind of like, it's very freeing in a way. You're just kind of like, whatever. I'm not thinking about proportion because I've already done 100, like, thousand of these skull drawings, and I already got the proportion like in my head usually. So now I'm just kind of noodling with these interesting like curves and of the skull and stuff like that. It could sound like I'm talking about a car or something. Uh, yeah, just kind of there. Like here, I still got this kind of feel of like fooling around with this whole thing. Maybe put like a crack in there. And right now it's very instinctive. I'm just literally kind of like, there's no rhyme. Like some of this stuff, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of like, okay, that's a form, and I'm gonna put a line like this there. That's a form here. I'm gonna put a line like that. Ooh, like I said, there's a lot of good stuff right here. If you want to, and you can just keep going like this until you create like a skeleton. I'm just gonna stop at this skull here. Maybe below it, I'm gonna throw like a little cast shadow or something, like it's sitting on a table or something like that, and throw a couple of lines there to indicate shadow. So hopefully you can get to this point if you're not already to this point, but I would encourage you to try it if you've been drawing for a bit. Try it out. Try this like free flow thing, because you can start doing with this robots and aliens and all that course. You're just kind of like letting it flow. There's no mistakes. Don't worry about it. Just kind of let it flow right here. You're like, like, looks like scratches on the skull there. Anyways, I hope that was a different take. I really, if you appreciate that, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, and I can post maybe some different videos. Hopefully this one's not too weird. But that's it. Share the video if you did get value from this and give other people value. Share it to a friend, at least one friend. Or go to the bottom right-hand corner, press the share button, and share it on Facebook or, Twitter, or, it has a big choice down there. Tumblr, Reddit, anywhere. Thank you so much. It helps the algorithm out, and that's the payment back, for me if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I will see you later, and I want you guys to stay smooth. I don't know. I gotta think of something cool. Later.